Kaboom! Morning Spurs fans, Paul Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic sock show on the internet. I've grown a body. I'm not wearing a green t-shirt today, but the green t-shirt will be back because it was quite stupid. How are we all doing? How are we all doing? The lull between Christmas and New Year is upon us. It is a bright and breezy 7 minutes past 5 in the morning in Sydney, and the weather forecast is for sun, and that means cash, cash, cash in the car in my book. I've just watched Ange Postecoglou's press conference. Here we go again. Oh, I'm peaking. Hang on, let's turn that down a little bit. There we go. What can you do, eh? So Romero, in case you haven't heard, but you probably have, let's face it, Romero's out with a hamstring strain. Not a tear, a strain. Out for a few weeks. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Could have been bugger all. But there we go. So... Oh, I'm still peaking. What's going on? Atmospheric conditions. Here we go. So, who do we play at centre-back? I don't know. Oh. You get a player back, you lose a player. You get a player back, you lose a player. What a bloody season, eh? I can't wait for the end of January. End of January, all this baba should be out of the way, shouldn't it? Dane Scarlett's coming back from Ipswich. His loan there didn't go so well. Didn't get many minutes. Well, if he didn't get any minutes, he didn't get a chance to do anything. So, welcome back, Dane. I thought he looked all right before he went out on loan. So, let's hope he makes a fist of it. It won't be the first time that we've had a striker go out on loan here, there and everywhere and then come back and become our record goal scorer. So I'm not saying Dane Scarlett's going to do that, but I'm saying it's not all bad. It's not all bad. It could work out just fine and dandy. Who knows? Who knows? And also, Ange, in his press conference, I don't want to big myself up here. Don't want to blow my own trumpet. Where is my trumpet? Oh, I've packed it away over there. But Ange used phrases that I just used in a stream yesterday or the day before about football having a life, having its own life. I loved hearing that sort of stuff. It's it's a human endeavour. It's not to do with spreadsheets and XG and all that rubbish. It's a living thing, a football game. And he was right. He said about the Aston Villa Manchester United game, if you were to write it up at half time, it would have been different, wouldn't it? But then look at the second half. Look at what happened. Aston Villa apparently went to pot. All right. Well, anyway, there we go. I've got my mic on. That's a good start. So I'll come over and see what you lot are on about. Try not to sniff in the microphone again. Hang on. Oh, that was... didn't want to hear that. Okie dokie. Who we got here? Who we got? Oh, there's a few of you watching. Hello, everyone. Morning, everyone. Or evening. Oh, it's the Cyber Soccer Supremo himself, Captain Cockerell. G'day, Paul. Hope you're well. By the way, in the stream yesterday, man, I think it was Yosarian. I mean, obviously you're the Cyber Ball Supremo, but he suggested paying players with NFTs and crypto. Because that's the future, isn't it? I don't know if you're on board with that. You know, I don't know if you're taking suggestions about how the game is going to evolve. G'day, Paul. I hope you're well. Yeah, man. Looking forward to tomorrow's game. Hopefully we can move up to third. Keep climbing the table and finish first. Numero uno at the end of the season. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I don't know, man. God, it's going to be a long old time. In January, we got there's no confirmation on when the players are going over to AFC and AFCON. It's going to be a tricky month, though. Eh? It's going to be a tricky month. Luckily, we've got a few fixtures that are all right. But yeah, we certainly can do that. If we win by 3 goals against Brighton, third it is. But what you can do is look after your own games. But yeah, I'm excited, man. Martin, aka Glenn Hoddle, member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Evening, morning, Paul and Nibbies. Hello there. Look at you, like you're aren't you? You says England is a little island that doesn't look at the rest of the world. Most of you also good morning, evening. You take into account time zone. I don't know if the Americans do as well. There's a guy from Florida saying the same thing. It's funny that. Mark N, how are you, my good man? My good man. With Romero out, at least his cards are wiped. Oh, okay. Yay! Brilliant. He gets to start again. Wonderful. But apparently Brighton have 10 first-team players out. Really? Is this right? Wow. Okay. Game on then. Brilliant. Let's see how their stats match up to our passion, our heart. Martin, a.k.a. Glenn Hoddle, I can't believe we get Romero back and now he's out. I know, it's... I mean, with the amount of crap that's gone on in our year, to be fourth is pretty damn good, I reckon. Pretty damn good. If we didn't have all this hoo-ha going on, we'd probably be top, really, wouldn't we? We'd probably be top. I can't believe how we get Romero back and now he's out till January. January will be interesting. I like that's a turn of phrase. Interesting. With Sun at the Asian Cup and Saran Basuma at AFCON, we have a week off for the winter break, so that will help. Oh, well, that's nice, isn't it? A week off, do we? Okay, that's something, I suppose. I'll take it. El Tel Cocorel. Feliz Navidad. Hola, compañero. El Tel Cocorel. Hello, Paul. Good to see you on the other side of Crimbo. Hope you had a good one. Certainly did, man. Certainly did. Onwards and upwards to 2024. Captain Cocorel, hopefully we will see some new faces in the coming days. Well, what was it, the 28th? It's 28th here anyway. 3 more days and then the revolving door starts. Few players getting booted out. Few players coming in. We'll see what happens. Been lots of speculation in the media about who we're interested in. How much money we've got to spend. Some reports are saying, oh, we got nothing. Some reports are saying we got loads. So the only way to find out is just to, live life normally and see what happens on the 1st of January. Or the 1st of January to the 1st of February. But it'd be nice to get some early business done, wouldn't it? That Pedro Porro, Day Barclay last year where it was like the last minute and we could have bloody well done with him in the team earlier. But there's lots of moving parts in football. You don't always get what you want, but sometimes you might just find you get what you need. Right, okay, Glenn Otto, where is the Wordy Holly impression? Yeah, no, I can't wear... Well, I could wear the same T-shirt all the time. I mean, you can't smell things on the internet. But it has kind of got me thinking that maybe I will get a green thing with sleeves. If I see one, maybe in an op shop, in a charity shop or something, because it was quite silly. Wayne Bonner, another member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. G'day, Wayne. What's up, everyone? Hope you're all well and having a great day. Crap news about Romero. I know. It really is, man. What can you do, eh? Looks like it's only a few weeks. Which, God, I mean, what are we going to do? I wonder if we'll see Dorrington. I mean, it can't be Davies and Dyer. No. Not Davies and Dyer, but Brighton will wallop us. All you got to do is run straight forward at them, and they just run alongside. They just run along. Well, mainly Dyer just runs alongside. At least Davies puts a tackle in, gets a block in. At least he does that. But Dyer, he just follows a play around. Ping, 1-0. But well. As Ange says, when we get through it, we'll be stronger. Captain Cocorel, I heard we're looking at getting Walker Peters back, as we have a buyback of 12 million. Is that right? That's an interesting thing. It's not much money, is it? Okay, I don't know. Well, look, we need anyone at the moment, don't we? We're just running on gas. Oh no! Bloody nicotine's run out. God. Thanks 70s and 80s. Ronald M. Good morning, Paul and everyone. What's that T-shirt you're wearing, Paul? This is a Buzzcocks T-shirt. Ever fallen in love with someone? I saw the Buzzcocks. When would it have been? I've seen them a few times, but the last time was I was probably getting on for 10 years ago. They did a gig in Sydney, but it was great. It was fantastic. I've my own rule for T-shirts and bands. I'll only buy a T-shirt if I've either got an album or I've seen them live. Usually, when I go to a gig, I'll often buy merch because I can't be doing with these people. Who was it? It was this was after I left the UK, but there was a bit of a knob. What was he on? Was it on Soccer AM? I can't remember his name. But he was wearing, I think he was wearing a Ramones t-shirt, and he was interviewing Martin Freeman. And Martin Freeman said something like, what's your favourite Ramones album? And he said, I ain't got any. And Martin Freeman said, yeah, thought so. You know, wearing things just to be trendy. You don't know bugger all about the band. I don't know. Mark in, there's only 2 league games in January. Oh, the rest are FA Cup, beat Burnley, and get an easier team in round 4. Oh, well, it's all working out, isn't it? Brilliant. Is that right? Oh yeah, I'll have a look at the fixtures list. So, hang on, have we got any games happening at the moment? No, starts at 6:30. This morning we got Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Brentford, Wolves, and Everton, Man City. So I don't really have a hat in the ring for the Brentford Wolves game. Palace, come on, stuff Chelsea. And Everton, come on, do us a favour. Do us a favour. Make that game in hand they've got worth nothing. So what are our fixtures? Let's have a look here. Oh, God, look. They've got the statometer, the winometer. I haven't got this up on the screen. I know I haven't got it up on the screen. Okay, so let's bring it up on a screen. So we've got Brighton tomorrow, Bournemouth on New Year's Day. Then we've got the FA Cup. Then Man United at Man United. I fancy that. Oh, and that's it. Okay. Oh, that's not so bad. You're right, man. That's not so bad at all. And then February, we got Brentford, Everton, Brighton again, and Wolves. So hopefully we'll do Brighton, give them a good old, so that they'll be scarred by the time we play them a few weeks later. That'd be good. We got loads of easy games or easier games until Newcastle. I saw another press report saying pressure on Eddie Howe. I'm not getting that. I don't understand it. Don't understand it. Chippy O'Napoli. Hey. Hi, Hotspur Hippie. I gave up on Bathurst. Too much to remember. Well, you know, it's learning tracks is a thing you got to learn, if that makes sense. The more you learn tracks, the more easier it is to learn tracks. Like when I first started racing, oh God, it would take me so long to memorize a track. But then towards the end of my illustrious career, 5 laps, and I could do it, apart from something like Nordschleife, which took me quite a while to learn. But look, Monza's all right, isn't it? Easy. I used to race in iRacing, and one of the cool things they had with Monza was you could run the old Monza circuit with the banks, which was quite a lot of fun. Very sketchy, but a lot of fun. Monza, I wouldn't say Monza's easy. You know, Monza, still places to come unstuck. That first chicane's awkward. And then you come around Curva Grande to the second one. The Lesmos are quite tricky, getting the gas on early on the second Lesmo. And then the third chicane, easy to go off track. And then you got the Parabolica, which is like if you're under pressure, can be sketchy when to put the gas on. But yeah, Monza's a fun track. Nice and easy. And if I'm really baked, just do ovals. Ovals. I used to do a little bit of ovals as well. I did a race with Dale Earnhardt Jr. once, which was kind of cool. I kept in the pack. But ovals, I find that a completely different kind of pressure. You're so close to the cars. It's good fun. Martin, a.k.a. Glenn Hoddle. Oh, hang on. Let's just... Here we go. Chippy O'Napoli. There we go. There's his comment. Where's my producer? Martin, aka Glenn Hall. I'm off to the game tomorrow. Nice one, man. First time at the Amex. Oh, is that what Brighton Stadium's called? Amex? I think my camera's jittering a little. Let me just give it a quick boot up the date. There we go. Silky smooth. Amex Stadium. So that's why I'm kind of glad. I don't think it's by design. I know Daniel Levy came out and kind of implied that it was by design that we haven't got a sponsor, but he wants to build the Tottenham Hotspur brand. But I hope it's going to be horrible when we get a bloody brand sponsor. I just... It's horrible. It's horrible. Like the stadiums here in Sydney that seem to change sponsorship every few months. And I remember I was dropping someone off at the Accor Stadium, which was at I get the names wrong with myself, but which is at Moore Park, and they should have been going to the Accor Stadium in Homebush, but they switched around. So they were about 45 minutes away from where they wanted to be. They were visiting Sydney, not to know. It's just stupid. I can't stand it. Everything. Like if I had one thing, I would just get rid of all advertising and marketing. That's what I'll do. It's all bollocks. It's all lies. It's all sophisticated brainwashing. Every advert you watch is just saying, "Oh, this is the best thing," and it's not. It's not. It's crap, or it might not be crap, but I hate it. And all it does is put the price of everything up. That's all it does. Get rid of marketing and sponsorship, everything, all of it, across every walk of life. God, can you imagine how free... I was at the petrol station the other day, and I've just noticed this thing starting. As soon as you pick up the Bowser, a TV switches on and blares an advert to you, and I'm thinking, oh, for crying out loud, I can't escape this dirge anywhere. I've got to blow my nose. Hang on. Back in a second. Here we go. Thank you for hanging around, people. Okay, well, that got me off on one, didn't it? Marpin Prasai. Paul, how prevailing is Radiohead to you? Talking about music here? Not my thing. Couple of good songs, but I don't really know too much about them, man. I'm not saying they're bad or anything. I just, not my jive. Chippy O'Neill, Martin Freeman, proper mod. Yeah, yeah, he does look like a mod, doesn't he? Patton Cockerell, would you be happy if we signed Solanke to play up front to rotate with Richie? I don't know. I haven't seen enough of him. I don't know. He doesn't play for Tottenham. This is a limitation of my football knowledge. Maybe if with a few super chats and memberships, I'll be able to spend my time watching more football. I'd love to do that. I'd just watch all the games. I'd be up all night. I'd be sleeping during the day. But, yeah, I'm flat out just watching Tottenham, really. Oh, it's Doncaster's own Ian Barron. G'day, man. Very good evening, everyone. Hope you're well and having a great day. Hope you all had a great Christmas day and didn't get sober. And I daren't ask how Doncaster are doing, man, because it's not often a good story, is it? So, if you want to be forthcoming, that's up to you, man. Captain Cockerell, it was good to see Villa lose yesterday. It was fantastic. I don't often cheer Manchester United, but no, that was awesome. It was so good. Apparently they were pretty naff in the second half, so bad that they made Manchester United look good. So they must have been terrible, really. Fantastic. Manchester United with their €55 million keeper. That's right, Onana is worth 2.5 Vicarios. What a bonkers world we live in, eh? It's madness. Chippio Napoli, the old Monza. Yeah, I did that too on iRacing. Oh, you do iRacing too? Ah, nice one, man. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Get obsessed with it. Oh man, I used to do so many races. I used to do mainly Skip Barber. Skip Barber was my thing. That's what I won a championship in, Australian championship. But yeah, it's intense, isn't it? It's intense. And the skills are transferable. There's plenty of like during COVID, man. There were so many professional racers on iRacing. Like every other race, I'd be racing a V8 supercar driver. I beat Lando Norris once, that was good, but that was before COVID and he was about 10 years old. So I'm hoping Lando Norris becomes Formula One world champion because that makes me Formula One world champion by de facto, doesn't it? In fact, I beat him in Monza in a Skip Barber. I did elbow him a little bit, but you know, what can you do, eh? Chippio Napoli, only 13 turns at Monza. Yeah, but you've got to get them right. Because for about 6 of them, I suppose, half of them, there'd be a nice little straight afterwards, isn't there? Well, what car do you race in iRacing, man? Ian Barron. Ian Barron. Darlington FC got beat 2-0 yesterday. We're now 22nd in the league. And sacked the manager. Not good, typical Darlow. Darlow till I die. Sorry to hear that, man. Things are not going well there, are they? Bloody hell. Well, most Steve Cooper's available. Get Steve Cooper in. Martin aka Glenn Hoddle, we have 2 agents working for us. Aha. Subterfuge. Poch to make Chelsea crap. And Nuno beating our rivals with Forest. Yeah, Nuno, that's it. I wonder where he will go. I mean, he's got off to a damn good start. But it's pragmatic football, isn't it? I haven't seen the highlights, but I did read something where they mentioned like counter-attacking, and I'm thinking, oh, you poor Forest fans, counter-attacking football. Just clenching all game till you can go on the break. It's anti-football, man. Anti-football. Chippio Napoli. Anyone remember the game where there was a dog on the digital sideline board? Oh, no, guys, no. You're bringing back advertising. Oh. When they first... it took me a while. When they brought in those animated lit up boards, I couldn't focus on the game. It just looked weird to me. I mean, I'm used to it now. But, you know, they have these things running around the pitch like a dog, and you're on the pitch. Isn't that going to do your head in? I'd be up in some sort of mixer board. So whenever the opposition had the ball, I just make it all confusing colours of their kit and players and balls bouncing around. Just there was a dog on the digital sideline board running up and down, and a player passed to it. No way. It might have been a Bayern game. I'm not surprised. Like if you're, out of your peripheral vision, it's madness. Madness. Ronald M. Nah, do we need a sponsor anyway? That's right. Please, not the Aldi Stadium or something like that. Yeah, what's a real bottom of the barrel? Well, not bottom of the barrel, like just... I've been in England for so long. Do they still have Nettos or Morrison's? They're probably a little bit down. At least the Aldi's big, isn't it? There's something big and crap. Ryanair. The Ryanair Stadium. Something like that, yeah. Oh, no, bloody hell, you're doing the Super Chats again. You've only just finished. But he's doing more. Thanks, Chippy. Super chats are available. Chippy O Napoli. I don't conform to memberships. Fair enough, man. And shite that ties me down. I get it, man. I totally get it. But here's a few bob. And yeah, Martin Freeman is a mod. No joke. Dedicated. Okay. Yeah, I like mods. Well, I'm a bit of a rocker as well. John Lennon said, he was asked, are you a mod or a rocker? And he said, I'm a mocker. So that'll do. But thanks, man. Thanks very much, Chippy. Marpin Prasai, your favourite bassist maybe John Paul Jones? No. Hang on. Some of my favourite bass players, Tina Weymouth from Talking Heads. I think she's fantastic. She's got a good groove in her. Donald Duck Dunn from Booker T and the MGs is amazing. James Jefferson. Jar Wobble's pretty good, and he's a Spurs fan. Jar Wobble's great, actually. So, yeah, a bit of everything. If it's got a groove, it's got a groove. I'm more of a groove. I mean, Paul McCartney is a great bass player. He's more melodic, though, but he's good, you know. I don't like busy bass. I don't like people shredding a bass or just showing how many notes they can play in a millisecond. Not into that. It confuses my brain. But no, not John Paul Jones, I'm afraid. My favourite would be Billy Sheen. I'm not quite aware of Billy Sheen, I'm afraid. Ronald M. I reckon that dog was offside Chippy. Sea Shark, greetings from Hungary. Oh, visiting my partner's family. Hungarian, the Hungarian language is very odd to my ear. No, I don't mean that. That's a bad word, isn't it? Odd. Very unusual. I don't hear it often. I hear kind of Croatian or Bosnian or Serbian or whatever you call it. I hear that a bit. I hear Russian and French and Portuguese and Spanish. I hear that, and Chinese and Japanese. I hear that quite a lot in my car. But it was a few weeks ago. I had an old Hungarian couple in the car. And all I know about really Hungary that isn't, you know, probably painful memories for people is pushkas. So we had a good old chat about pushkas. It's great. See, football, it's brilliant. But the Hungarian language, I find it interesting. Don't know any of it. Sounds interesting. Oh, Dragon D's nuts. Yeah, Lemmy, man. Not that Lemmy's style is my style, but I've tried power. Lemmy plays a lot of power chords on the bass, and I've tried doing it. To get it to sound good is really, really difficult. So no, Lemmy's fantastic. I saw him once in the Rainbow Bar on Sunset Boulevard, just sitting there he was playing a video game. I didn't disturb. I just said, oh, hello, Lemmy. Steady as Shark. It's odd to my ear too, and I hear it semi-often. Oh, okay. Yeah. Marpin Prasaya. Hungary is a beautiful country. Wish I could travel the world, man. Well, maybe someday, hey. Maybe someday. I haven't done any travelling outside of Australia since before COVID. I haven't got the cash to do it at the moment, but that should probably be all sorted out by next year. I would like to have a couple of holidays overseas, some Indonesian islands, and then longer term, I want to go over to England and watch a Spurs game. The only reason I've really got to go back to England, I've got a couple of mates still there, but the driving reason would be to go to Tottenham. But that's a way off yet. But not impossible. Not impossible. Chippy O Napoli. Any thoughts on AC/DC, Paul? Yeah, I mean, they're good. They're a good sort of pub rock and roll band. They're not quite my thing, although some of them are great. They're a good band. It's just not quite my thing. But even though they're not quite my thing, I will listen to them now and then when forgotten the bloody name of their singer. before Brian Jones. It's not Bon Scott, was it? Yeah, Bon Scott. I preferred the sound of them then. I was a Stone Roses, Happy Mondays, Manc Music. I see you bringing me back there because I went to uni in Sheffield from 90 to 92, which gives it away that I didn't quite get a degree. I was partying too much. Oh, I wasn't partying too much. I was partying, having a great time, going to see bands like you just mentioned there. It was a really fun time. Charlatans, The Lars, loads of indie bands as well in London. It was great. Oh, the music scene was so much fun back then. Hacienda, I went to the Hacienda a couple of times. I was a Stone Roses, Happy Monday. Recently started to watch DC docos. Love them now. Yeah, Raw. Yeah, they're a good band. Good band. Ronnie. Hang on. I think we got two of them. We got the two Ronnies in. There we go. Welcome, Ronnie. Hello, Paul and everyone. Hope everyone is good. Come on, you Spurs. That's it, man. Stagaz. Is that a new name? What we got there? Flying. What, make it out? Lemmy's niece supports Spurs. Oh, well, there you go. There's a Spurs supporter everywhere, isn't there? Up in Brazil, I used to sing in an AC/DC tribute band. Nice one, man. That's awesome. I hope you, hope you know, get a bit of fun doing it, man. That's awesome. Performing is great. It's a lot of fun. I've done it a few times. Nothing flash or anything like that. Not a lot. In fact, not recently. I haven't done any jamming or improv for a while. But it's great fun. Well done, you, man. Well done. Chippy O'Napoli, two Ronnies. That's it, man. Bon Scott, yes, Bon Scott. James Paratrooper, g'day, man. There's ethnic Hungarian who are Asian. Attila the Hun left a lot of Asians in Hungary 1600 years ago. Oh, he left a lot of people everywhere, that guy, didn't he? But, 1600 years we can forgive and forget, maybe. Up in Brazil, I prefer Bon Scott's voice, though. Oh, then of Brian's. Yeah, me too, definitely. Although Brian is definitely good. Chippy O'Napoli, with the same age, Paul. Oh, Ride, yeah, man. Yeah. I've got a Ride album. Bloody hell, I haven't listened to that for a while. I might give it a go. Been to the Hacienda too. Yeah. We used to go across the Snakes Pass and bunk off in Manchester. But the music scene in Sheffield was incredible as well, because all the bands used to play there as well. And I managed to get involved with this is why I wasn't doing a degree, with the entertainment organisers at the Sheffield Uni. So you get to meet bands like the Lars and PJ Harvey was pretty cool as well. They're just fun people, really good people. Up in Brazil, yeah, I thought, though, I'm 22 years old. 22 years old, and you're doing Bon Scott. Bloody hell, man. Music back in the days were absolute gold, yeah. Yeah, well, my daughters are about your age, man. You're not having their phone number. No internet nutters doing that. They're sort of the same conclusion. Like my eldest is into swing music, amongst other things, and my youngest is like post-punk, new wave, Talking Heads she likes. But I don't know if I'm getting old, man, but music just popular music you hear a lot on the radio does not do a thing for me. In my mind, there's three dimensions in music. You've got the timing, which has been boxed, so you use a computer to get the tempo exact instead of a little bit of drift. It gives a bit of emotion. Then you got the loudness, and they brick wall it with dynamic compression to make it sound loud on the radio. And then pitch. And it's all auto-tuned, so they've just sucked all the humanity out of it. I can't stand it. But there's a lot of, there's a lot of bands out there. Just finding them, really. Music still goes on. Chippy O'Napoli, yeah, the Ronnies are in. Mount Bushman, Stamer, Erenista. Morning, Sebastian. You're up. Up in Brassai. Do you like Ronnie James, Dio? Paul, love that man. Rock and roll, really love Dio. Not really too familiar with him, man. Not my oeuvre. Chippy O'Napoli, a question. Why are Rangers called the Huns in a derogatory way? Is it Glasgow Rangers? I could call them bloody more names than the Huns, but I want to try and keep my language nice and clean for this. I don't know why that is, but it's probably because it's Rangers, isn't it? I mean, I probably should hate Rangers more, but there's been links with Rangers and Tottenham. Paul Gascoigne, Graham Roberts, Richard Goff. There's a few that pop into my mind. So I'm not as partisan as I'm not really a Glasgow Celtic fan, but accident of birth. That's the side you plop into sometimes. But they're struggling at the moment. Old Rangers still, I think. Ronald M. I've seen tons of bands. Favourite was the Pretenders in Finsbury Park. No, I didn't see the Pretenders in. I saw. Who did I see in Finsbury Park? Oh, Madness, Crowded House, a few others, but not the Pretenders. Pretenders were good. Well, I'm a bit. Oh, no, that's another story for another day. Chippy O'Napoli, my daughter, same age too. She's a total airhead. Oh, half Japanese. She still likes kawaii stuff, if I've pronounced that right. Hello. Oh, God, I know what that is. X Factor music. Oh, well, what can you do, eh? What can you do? If they like it, they like it. I'm not, people are getting happiness out of it. That's cool, but it's just not for me, that's all. Yeah, Glasgow. Yeah. Ian Barron, I'm friends with DJ Dave Pearce. Why does that name ring a bell? DJ Dave Pearce, that rings a bell, man. Love any forms of trance music. Yeah, do you like Spongle? Spongle. Yeah. I don't know if they're still going, but I remember I was on an island in Indonesia, sitting on the beach. The sun was setting. I had a musical milkshake, and they were playing that sort of stuff, and it was fantastic. It was fantastic, man. Chippy O'Natalie, Alan Hutton. Oh, hang on. Did you? I don't know, man. I'm confused. I'm sorry, man. James Paratrooper. Some people in southern France are born with a birthmark that slowly disappears. It looks like a bruise. It's called the Mongolian spot, which is a genetic trait common with Central and East Asians. Oh, well, there you go. I didn't know that. Ian Barron, I've met Gaza. Wow, once back in the day in memories. Long story. He signed a football for me. Yeah, Gaza's brilliant. I know he's appearing on the Spurs show podcast in the coming whatever. Don't know when that is, but yeah, because when he joined, we just got rid of a load of players, and he was like a shining light. It took him a little while to get into it, but you could just see he loved playing around with the fans as well. He's a good guy. Good guy. He seems to be on track at the moment. Now and then I look at, Paul Gascoigne, you see how he's going. He seems to have been travelling well for the past few years, which is great to see. Marpin Prasai, absolutely the same here, Paul, as this thing keeps scrolling. Hang on. Current mediocre music scene doesn't appeal to me at all. It's all been overshadowed by money. It always has, though, man. Artists have always been ripped off, left, right, and centre. I know a few musicians, and they do it for free because they love doing it, and that's what they get taken advantage of. Always been not just music, any artist really. Been overshadowed by money and technology. Music has lost its goal, but yeah. Rock and roll's the answer. Yeah, rock and roll. Rock and roll. Simple. Well, technology can be good in music. It definitely can be good. Like the instrument variation you can do, it is incredible. But when you decide that music has got to be a precise thing, then it's not music anymore. It sounds like music, but it doesn't feel like music because it's those little, those little imperfections, that make music music. James Paratrooper with the nomadic. All right, we're going off on a tangent here. We go the Mongolians. Here we go. Leaving their yurts and going romping around, spreading birthmarks. I don't know. The nomadic conquest and the migration from Central Asia, we're more related than people think. We're all brothers and sisters. No, good point, man. This is quite true. A while ago, I did a bit of rummaging around. I don't know if what I found was true or not, so don't take this as fact. But I was trying to find the consensus of when is humanity's most recent common ancestor. The thought behind it is, if you've got 2 parents, 4 grandparents, 8 great grandparents, if you think about it that way, that implies that there's like an exponential increase in population into the past. And of course there isn't. Population goes the other way. So we must have common ancestors more than you think. Inbreeding for put it that way. And I think, can't remember the exact figure, it's something like, and this is a common ancestor to everyone in the world. So not just what you're talking about. Everyone in the world, I think you could go, it was something like, it was frighteningly recent. It was in the thousands. I'll give you the wrong number. I think it might have been either 10, 11 or 15,000, which might seem like a while ago, but that all of us, there's someone back 10,000 years ago that we're all related to. So you're right. And then, with migration and people buggering around the world, we are all brothers and sisters. In fact, I was doing another rabbit hole I was going down. Because one of my daughter's studies, she's just graduated in her medical stuff, and how all this like ancestry.com where you give them a bit of your blood or hair or spoof or whatever, and they'll say, oh well, you're 10% Scandinavian and all this. It's all crap. All rubbish. For one thing, at what arbitrary point in time do you go back to? Because if you go back far enough, we're all from Africa. But also, if you take, say, 10 DNA samples from 10, I don't know, say Aboriginal Australians and 10 from, I don't know, Norwegian people, you can't exactly say who's who. I find that fascinating. So it just tells you how much race it's a social construct. I know we might look different and all that, but we are actually bloody very, we are the same. You can't identify people. We are all brothers and sisters. That's what we are. The sooner more people realise it, the better, James, as well. There's enough for everyone. Ian Barron, I'll tell you the story when I'm well enough. Okay, cool, man. Ronald M, there's a lovely tribute to Terry Venables on YouTube. What a top man. I'll have to search for that. I did like Terry. he was a good guy, as far as I'm concerned. You know, I know all the business dealings is one thing, but I don't give a shit about that. I just care about football. Ian Barron, who remembers the Hitman and Her? Oh my God, that's when you know, you just didn't want the night to end, and sometimes you didn't end up at a nightclub, and so you'd go home and watch the Hitman and Her. Was it Michaela Strachan and Pete Waterman? Tonight from Pizzazz in Southend, Regals in Uxbridge, the Top Hat in Northolt. Ian Barron, who program back in the day is dreadful, but it's fun. Times have changed. Everyone's more sophisticated now. But that was in the early days of overnight TV, wasn't it? Because the TV used to close at like 11:30 or midnight. And then they started broadcasting during the night, and it was just cheap crap. Chippy O'Napoli, 7 migration paths from Africa, Mongolia, Korea, and Japan came from the northern part via now Russia. Chinese came via Middle East, but all originally one ancestry. Yeah, I know, we're all the same people. We're all the same people. You know, how the hell we're still divided along those lines? That's one of the, I don't know, it's one of the sad things about the world. It's still so much, it drives everything, you know? People are going to wars, everything, basically over race and nationality. It's the dumbest thing. Just because people in charge are telling them to do it. That's what it is. Governments. Upper Prasai, hey Paul, absolutely love talking to you, man. I'm so much younger than you. We have so much things in common. Being a big Spurs fan, loving rock and roll. Well, you know, age don't matter either, does it? We're all the same. Alan Bennett, England's favourite playwright. Not sure what a musical milkshake is, but I want one. I don't want to quite reveal precisely what it was. Although, yeah. James Paratrooper. Is your wife Asian? Captain Cockerell. In the mid-'80s, I went to a few Monster of Rock concerts at Donington Park. Yeah, this is a little bit before my time. Donington, man. They used to go off, didn't it? I suppose that's not a thing anymore. I suppose the Reading Festival doesn't happen anymore either. Glastonbury's still there, but it's not Glastonbury. You know, who was it? When you got Kanye West, I mean, oh, God. Come on. Mine, okay, Glenn Hall. Pete Waterman doing a bit of dad dancing, yep. Ronald M, I saw Rainbow at Donington. Rainbow? Is that a band? Or the TV program? I don't know much. See, the thing about music, there's so much out there, I know bugger all. Well, sun's up, not a cloud in the sky. Yay. 55 minutes. Oh, I'll see if I can just hang around for another 5 minutes. Memberships and super chats are available. Was Donington a racetrack too? Yeah, Donington's a great racetrack. I used to love racing there as well. They did Formula One there. I can remember one Formula One. I think it's Ayrton Senna one. It was in the rain. But yeah, there's a couple of blind corners at Donington. It's tricky, but it's very rewarding. Very rewarding. There's a blind hairpin at the top, which is very hard to time. Alan Bennett, did you used to drive around the M25 looking for rave? Great times. Oh, that was, yeah, it's, you know, you'd have to, and you wouldn't even know if it, I mean, usually it was, well, in fact, I think every time it turned out to be legit. But you weren't 100% sure until it happened. But that was back in the days before the M25 was just a circular car park. This was when almost when the M25 was brand new, shiny asphalt. Captain Cockerell, best rave I went to, Castle Morton. Yeah, those days, eh? Ah. Oh, here we go. Here's my producer, Mountain Bushman. Rainbow, Richie Blackmore's our band, After Deep Purple. Okay, gotcha. Not the kids' program. Named after... Oh, Rainbow Club. I've been there. Named after the Rainbow Club on Sunset Strip. There you go. There you go. Rainbow Club on Sunset Strip, eh? Rainbow. I've not heard them, man. I've not heard them. All right, well, you know what? It's been a good stream, but all things must come to an end. Thanks very much for watching, folks. Thanks for the super chat again, Chippy O'Norton. Thanks for people commenting. Keep this little dog and pony show going. If you click like and subscribe, thank you very much. That's a thumbs up from me too. If you haven't, that's all right, you know. If you're watching it afterwards, I hope it's passed some time for you. And you have a pleasant rest of your day. Until next time, folks. Peace of love, man. Peace of love. Come on, you Spurs. Let's go and smash Brighton. Let's go back up to third. Yes.